Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual prize giving of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. To begin this evening's proceedings, I would like to invite the Right Reverend Dushanta Rodrigo, Bishop of Colombo, the chief guest, Mr. N.Y. Kasi Chetty and Mrs. Chetty, Acting Warden, Mr. Asanka Pereira, Acting Sub-Warden, Mrs. Radhika Mendis, Head Prefect, Lakdev Gunasekara, and representative from the support staff, Mr. Sukunte Bala, for the traditional lighting of the oil lamp. Thank you. I would now like to invite the Reverend Sam Ponnaya to lead us in prayer.
We spend a few moments in silence, observing our faiths, beliefs, traditions, and religions. Let us pray. We give thee humble and hearty thanks, O most merciful Father, for the memory and good example of James, first Bishop of Colombo, our founder, and for all our governors and benefactors, by whose benefit this whole college is brought up to godliness and good learning. We beseech Thee to give us grace to use these Thy blessings to the glory of Thy holy name, that we may answer the good intent of our religious founder and become profitable members of the church and nation, and at last be partakers of the immortal glory of the resurrection through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Good evening, please be seated. I cordially invite the Lord Bishop of Colombo, Right Reverend Dushanta Rodrigo, to unveil the portrait of the 19th Warden, Father Reverend Mark Bilimoria. My Lord Bishop, the Right Reverend Dushanta Rodrigo, the Bishop of Colombo, Mr. Yohasan Kasachetti and Mrs. Chrysanthis Kasachetti, our chief guests this evening, the Venerable Sugadananda Thero and members of the clergy, members of the Board of Governors, my acting sub-warden, Dr. Radhika Mendis, chaplains, members of the tutorial, administrative and support staff, heads of schools, special invitees, donors of prizes, students, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I take great pleasure in welcoming you to our annual prize giving, where we celebrate the scholastic and co-curricular achievements of our children in the year that is past. I wish to welcome very specially the chairman of our Board of Governors and visitor to the college, the Lord Bishop of Colombo, the Right Reverend Dushanta Rodrigo, to our midst, and to place on record our thanks and appreciation as a Thomian community for keeping our college and her interests close to his heart. We ask God's blessings, his wisdom, and his strength as he continues to give leadership to our Board of Governors in the running of the 4 Thomian schools. I welcome into our midst our chief guests, Mr. Yohasan Kasachetti and Mrs. Chrysanthis Kasachetti. Mr. Kasachetti joined St. Thomas's College in 1961 and left after having completed his A-levels in 1973. He was a school prefect in 1972 and 73, the editor of the college magazine, a junior librarian, member of the Geographical Society, and the secretary of the tennis team. Mr. Kasachetti represented the school in tennis and table tennis and was appointed the head prefect of the house. He was a member of the debating team and took part in inter-house drama competitions. The warden at the time records Mr. Kasachetti of having won the admirations of his teachers and fellow students when he was in school. Although a lawyer by profession, Mr. Kasachetti was called to serve as a 4th headmaster of St. Thomas's Preparatory School in Kollupitia, which role he played from 1995 to 2014, making him the longest serving headmaster of the school. The prep school community remembers Mr. Kastetti as having inculcated the need for discipline in the minds of the students by example, where he led the way by being disciplined and punctual and respectful but stern, and was known to be a beacon of wisdom to the whole community. I have known Mr. Kastetti from my school days for having been the one constant in our chapel every Sunday, where he serves to date as a lay assistant. Thank you, Mr. Kastetti, for having accepted our invitation and being here this evening. A warm welcome also to Mrs. Kastetti for joining us today, and a big thank you in advance to the task you will be called to carry out in distributing the prizes. This year is a bit of a strange year, as I will be presenting a report of the achievements which were made possible during the past year under the 19th Warden, Reverend Mark Billimoria. So all credit is due to his leadership. I'll take credit next year. I place on record my thanks and the thanks and the appreciation of the school to our 19th Warden, who laid down his charge last year after 10 years of service to the school. Thank you, sir, for all you are and have been to this school. We are where we are thanks to you. The prize-giving report carries an overall view of the sections of the school in academia and co-curricular activities, together with the achievements of the students. I am not going to bore you by reading it word to word, and will highlight only a few important aspects. The college magazine has a more fuller report of the year and can be accessed using the QR code that is found at the entrance. I encourage you to read through these reports so that you are well informed about the activities of the school and are not dependent entirely on the cacophony of social media and hearsay. All academic sections of the school performed well during the year under review, dispelling the myth that St. Thomas's College does not give enough importance to academics in the school. Although it is not the ideal measurement of success of a school, our students performed exceptionally well at the public examinations. 100% of the students studying commerce for A-level passed the A-levels, while the pass rate in the science and art streams were 82.2% and 71.4% respectively. 17 students achieved A passes in all 3 subjects, and 9 boys achieved A passes in 2 subjects. Govindu Pittuduwa Gamage was placed 4th in the district and 11th in the island with a Z-score of 2.335 in the art stream, while Shannon De Silva was placed 10th in the district and 49th in the island with a Z-score of 2.3383 in the commerce stream. Vishwa Pereira was placed 33rd in the district and 129th in the island with a Z-score of 2.5317 in the biological stream. And Hashan Pereira was placed 100th in the district and 302nd in the island with a Z-score of 2.4012 in the physical science stream. The students in the international A-levels too performed exceptionally well, and Menash Dayaratna was recognized at the High Achievers Award ceremony in November for having scored A stars in biology, chemistry, and mathematics. Students who sat for the O-levels too did well, achieving a pass rate of 94.2%, with 26 students achieving A's for all 9 subjects. I am thankful to our teachers for the wonderful work they do in the classroom. Sadly, this work is not always appreciated, and there are many who will point fingers and find faults. But to my teachers, your hard work has not gone unnoticed, and I am eternally grateful for all you do for our boys in the school. Together, we will keep pushing the bar higher and higher and build a school where we produce young gentlemen into our society equipped with the necessary skills and tools required to face the challenges of the times. The students had much success this year too in all aspects of the 28 sports and games and 59 clubs and societies on offer in the school. St. Thomas's is like David facing Goliath in many of the public school and intercollegiate competitions and tournaments. But our boys do exceptionally well in every sphere. Although our alumni may not always appreciate the strides made in each sphere, we are encouraged by the commitment and dedication of all our students as we strive to compete at the highest level without the need for recruitment or using substances. What is disappointing, though, is that although these co-curricular activities are meant to be tools to improve the whole person and are meant to complement academics, too often we have seen one being considered more important than the other, and thus creating an imbalance in the rounded personality we strive to develop in our students. Many of our sportsmen were selected to represent the nation in international tours and have done well in these competitions. 2 members of our English Debating Society were selected for the national pool of debating. Our English Drama Society won the Shakespeare competition and almost swept the boards, winning the individual trophies. Our Sinhala Drama Society put on a production of an original play in the school. Our football team emerged first runners-up in the Oxford President's Cup. Our rugby team won the Lady Jayatilka and the Father Angelo Rosati trophy matches and 5 out of 7 league matches. Our under-14 and under-16 rugby teams were both crowned All-Ireland champions. One of our students was placed 75th in the world in the Youth Scrabble Championship. These are just a highlight of the performances of our students. I place on record my thanks to the teachers and coaches and sports staff and staff advisors who have helped to achieve these successes. We will continue to produce the best of the best while ensuring that the child's best interests are cared for and nurtured. We are conscious of the needs of the students and the myriad of problems they have and continue to struggle with on life's journey. We have 3 full-time and 3 part-time counselors on the staff, with the chaplain giving leadership to the counselors. We continue to offer the Sound Mind, Sound Body program, which helps children understand and face the challenges of the world, and we continue to have a support unit for students who are facing challenges in academia. My predecessor, Father Mark, introduced the Bishop James Chapman Memorial Medal of Honor. That is to be presented to the student who has exemplified and demonstrated the values of faith, courage, service above self, loyalty, and integrity, thereby fulfilling the founder's vision that the real end of all education is not to sharpen the intellect alone or to improve the mind alone, but to form the character of the future man, to mold his habits, to fix his principles, and to make him good as well as wise. I invite the Lord Bishop to present the citation to the student who has met this requirement. This year, the Bishop James Chapman Memorial Medal of Honor is awarded to our head prefect, Lakdev Prabhash Gunasekara. St. Thomas's College is at a crucial juncture, not just because we are on the verge of completing 175 years of existence, but also because we are in a new world, a world of ChatGPT and Google, a world of online teaching and YouTube learning, a world where children prefer to spend time chatting and playing with their friends on the internet instead of chatting and playing with the same friends in person. A world that will pass us by in the blink of an eye. While we look back with gratitude and a sense of pride for how far we have come during the past 175 years, we must look ahead to where we need to go in the future to be relevant. What is education going to look like in 25 years from now? What will be expected of us as a school and us as teachers in 25 years? What will society look like, and what will be the skills that will be necessary in 25 years? What will be the role and how relevant will St. Thomas's College be in 25 years? The youngest student in school today will finish his A-levels and enter society in 17 years from now. How will we get him ready to face the challenges of 2041? Especially since there is supposed to be an asteroid strike in 2032. Not to panic. I do not think that the curriculum we teach in the school, whether local or international, is enough to get our students ready to meet the needs of society. We are not teaching the students to use technology responsibly. We are not teaching students to think creatively and critically, to solve problems and to find innovative solutions. Most students have lost the ability to think and to act with common sense because they are only learning to memorize and regurgitate. We're wrapping them up in bubble wrap in the school, knowing full well that society will not be kind on them. I am keen that we look at education differently. For example, education is not the banning of the use of ChatGPT or artificial intelligence, but learning to use it responsibly and ethically. We need to teach our students to face challenges, to think of innovative solutions, and to be able to use all the tools that exist today to implement that solution and to come out on top. I have started giving simple challenges to the students via the college website. There are a few boys who answer these challenges regularly, and a student is selected randomly to receive an award at assembly. The intention is for the students to use any and all resources available to find a solution to the challenge. This will help grow the skills of problem solving and the need to think creatively and critically. I want to shelve the words like punishment or consequence and instead reward good behavior, to start to appreciate good work and acknowledge them publicly, all the while the punishment happens quietly and discreetly, so that more and more students will prefer to recognize by doing good and behaving well. I want the students to internalize the need to do service to the community. From tidying up their own classrooms, to clearing up our neighborhood beach, to helping a friend in need, to helping an underprivileged school, etc. We have just come out of an era where we taught our children not to share due to COVID. And we thought only about ourselves due to the necessity of having to stay in long queues waiting for petrol or rice or food. And this has made us very selfish, and we think only of ourselves. But to be human is to think about and help our neighbor. We need to go out of our way and out of our comfort zones to help bring about this change in society that we are so longing for. This change needs to start from schools, and it is my view that St. Thomas's College can lead the way to a better future. While information that is taught from the books is available in many shapes and forms and can be accessed anytime, the skills of the 21st century and decent human behavior, to which I referred earlier, will be what makes us stand out. This is what will make us relevant. I wish to say a very special word of thanks to my acting sub-warden and staff who have worked and continue to work tirelessly, putting the needs of the children first. We may not have always got it right, but we strive to produce young men who will be a positive influence in society. Thank you one and all for all that you do for the college. I end by quoting Bishop James Chapman, who, on the laying of the foundation stone of the college, said, and I quote, "In building for God, in working, in spending for God, we run no venture, we hazard no loss, we cherish no vague or uncertain hopes. Though unseen, when grounded on true faith, hope is never unreal. Enduring works are often of humble beginnings. Let this juncture be for us a humble beginning of a vision to be the trailblazers for a future-ready school. Thank you for your patient listening. May God bless you and may God bless St. Thomas's College. Esto Perpetua.
Thank you, sir. It is now my pleasure to invite to the podium Mr. N.Y. Kasichetti to address the gathering.
The acting warden of St. Thomas's College, Mr. Asanka Pereira, the Bishop of Colombo, the chairman of the Board of Governors, the chaplain of the college, members of the Board of Governors, heads of invited schools, distinguished invitees, all boys, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, the present students of the college. At the very outset, I thank the acting warden for his very kind words and the generous sentiments expressed. Mrs. Kasichetti and I were indeed deeply honored when the 19th warden of the college, Reverend Mark Bilimoria, invited us in November last year to grace this evening's occasion as the chief guest. Being a dyed-in-the-wool Old Thomian of this hallowed seat of learning over 4 generations, I am only too conscious of the honor bestowed on us. As being invited as the chief guest at the annual prize giving is the highest honor that can be accorded by the college. My wife and I thank the 19th warden, Father Mark Bilimoria, for the singular honor. The prize giving of a school is surely the high point in an educational institution's annual calendar of events. Our hearty congratulations and sincere commendations go out to the prize winners this evening. This function marks the culmination for those students who have strived diligently with unremitting focus, exhibiting dedication, commitment, and perseverance in the diverse fields of study offered in the school curricula, a fulfillment of their painstaking endeavors to achieve the desired goal of academic excellence. In the field of sports and other extracurricular activities, the students who have excelled with their performances during the year under review are equally rewarded, and their achievements have been duly recognized. To all those students who aren't prize winners today, the annual prize giving serves as a source of encouragement to them to strive with greater zeal and perseverance to attain the desired level of academic excellence, or to seek to improve their present achievements in the arena of sports and a variety of other activities on offer. At a function such as this, it is crucial to stress the pivotal value that the education of young minds plays in a nation's progress and forward march. St. Thomas's College has throughout its illustrious history, since its founding in 1851 at Mutual, earned an enviable reputation for itself in our nation as a fount of learning and scholarship, and the source of many of the nation's finest sportsmen who have brought honor, pride, and distinction to our beloved nation. What must never be forgotten is that college has always been regarded as being a wellspring of molding the character, values, and lives of young men in preparing them to be decent, useful, law-abiding citizens who are ready and equipped to actively play their part in the nation's overall development and its growth. We veritably stand on the cusp of our college's 175th anniversary, since its founding exactly 174 years ago at Mutual on the 3rd of February 1851. In exactly a year from today, we shall mark that significant milestone in the school's journey from that initial founding by the Right Reverend Dr. James Chapman, the first bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Colombo, who was also our founder. On an occasion such as this, it is meet that we pause to reflect on the wise words of Bishop James Chapman, whose view of the role of education and his vision for the college find articulation in the following emphatic terms. Open quote. The real end of all education is not to sharpen the intellect or improve the mind alone, but to form the character of the future man, to mold his habits, to fix his principles, and to make him good as well as wise. And no system which aims at less than this, which would take any standard short of it can be worthy of esteem. Close quote. This evening, I wish to take as my theme the sage words of Bishop Chapman in 1851 and the vital necessity of a value-based molding and education in a totally altered social and cultural context in Sri Lanka and globally. I am deeply apprehensive that educationists in today's Sri Lanka are confronted with an almost superhuman challenge of inculcating decent values and a moral foundation to the students entrusted to their care. The socio-cultural milieu has altered so drastically and radically, both within Sri Lanka and globally, that the task confronting educationists presently is well nigh impossible. Further, the problem is exacerbated as the dominant principle in an unbridled, consumer-oriented, materialist society is the incontrovertible fact that possessions and material wealth have consumed our lives. There is in effect the seductive hold of possessions over our lives. Add to this the culture which permeates society today, that getting ahead of others by whatever means, whether legitimate or not, is desirable and acceptable, engenders a society devoid of all morality, values, and decency. Even in the sporting arena, such despicable attitudes have unequivocally entrenched itself. Sport is indulged in not as a character-building exercise, but as a win at all costs, by fair means or foul, whatever the means resorted to, method of advancing one's interest over a fellow rival competitor, or the interest of one school, team, or nation at the expense of adhering to honorable and ethical standards of competition. As we approach our 175th anniversary in 2026 with eager anticipation, understandable pride, and considerable joy, it would be well worth pausing to reflect on the undeniable fact that St. Thomas's College has carved for itself an enviable niche in the rich fabric of our nation's education and its life. However, it is equally crucial that we critically assess the role it can acceptably play in continuing to produce students of unimpeachable integrity, dedicated responsibility, and moral worth, possessing such sterling characteristics. I am firmly of the opinion that this college, which has over its storied and hoary past earned for itself such renown of being in the vanguard of providing men and gentlemen of stature to our nation, must forever keep in mind the vision of our founder, Bishop James Chapman, of revered memory. While vast strides undoubtedly have been made globally in recent years in the fields of science and technology, affording significantly new opportunities and avenues of employment to youth, the notable advances in such esoteric areas as artificial intelligence, digital technology, etc., being examples, the moral decay experienced and witnessed both nationally and globally is a chilling reminder to all educationists and constitutes the reason for the pessimism articulated. As far as our nation is concerned, corruption, dishonesty, political duplicity, opportunism, chicanery, and sycophancy, unbridled violence and crime virtually as a daily occurrence appears to have ingrained itself in the very fabric of this nation. We stand on the eve of another independence. Though tomorrow, the 4th of February, marks the 77th anniversary of the nation's independence from British colonial rule, there is little that our country can be justifiably proud of pertaining to the moral fiber of its leaders. The words of Bishop Chapman, though being so true and pregnant with meaning, would seemingly appear to have little relevance to today's Sri Lanka. The challenge that schools such as ours face in these truly daunting and desperate times is to strive in every possible way to prepare and to provide the resources to our youthful students to counter the forces of darkness, despair, and evil arrayed against them. Inspired and reliant on the words and vision that our founder Bishop Chapman had, I sincerely feel that our college has a critical role to play in resurrecting this nation from its present moral abyss it finds itself in. St. Thomas's College has so much to offer our country in assisting it to successfully navigate the turbulent and stormy waters it is in, by nurturing and producing individuals of sterling character, sturdy independence, and moral decency to lead it to a brighter dawn and a more hopeful future. In this challenging task, it demands the collective efforts of the tutorial staff, the parents, the old boy fraternity, and the Board of Governors, who as joint stakeholders would all have to play their part. Whilst looking to the future with assurance and hope, might I be permitted to conclude by striking a personal note by referring to the poem Esto Perpetua, written by my late father, Mervyn Kasichetti, who was a Thomian, staunch and true during the stewardship of Wardens Stone and Macpherson at Mount Lavinia. Written in the Golden Jubilee publication of the college magazine in 1968 to commemorate 50 years of the transplanting of the college from Mutual to Mount Lavinia. The poem now appears in the publication Journeying to the Centenary by the caption Alma Mater, released in 2018 to mark the centenary of St. Thomas's College at Mount Lavinia. The publication, released in 2018, was presented to the 19th Warden of St. Thomas's College, Reverend Mark Billy Moria, at a special assembly held in this very hall on Friday, the 26th of January, 2018. The two specific verses of that poem, which I quote and which I want to leave you with, are the first and last verses, which read as follows. It begins with, "It stands on the fringe of the ocean, the massive grey pile that has grown. I ponder with pride and emotion on the rugged old past we have known." And it ends with the final verse. "Be thou forever and flourish, and serve Mother Lanka as well. As you did in the past, may you nourish the thirsty who drink at your well." Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kasachetti, for your inspiring words. We will begin with the prize list, but before that, we would like to invite Mrs. Krisanthi Kasachetti to present the form prizes. Prize List 2024. College Forms, College Arts E. The Warden Buck Memorial Form Prizes. Col Arts E1, R.N. Milanka. E2, K. Harishna. E3, APG Sebanyanam. E4, ADP Gunatilaka. E5, GAT Tilanka. And E6, DHB Vijayratna. The W.C. L. Fernando Memorial Prize for Business Studies, B. Balakumar. The W.C. L. Fernando Memorial Prize for Economics and the W.C. L. Fernando Memorial Prize for Accounting, R.N. Milanka. The DeMille Prize for Divinity, D.M. Manuelge. The Saratvikun Ratna Prize for Geography, D.H.B. Vijayratna. The C.V. Pereira Memorial Prize for Greek and Roman Civilization, A.D.P. Gunatilaka. The Prize for History in memory of Dr. Sirandar Negala, B.R.R.A.C. Biagama. The prize for Political Science, ADP Gunatilaka. The prize for Logic, GAT Tilanka. The prize for ICT, APG Sabanyanam. The prize for Communication and Mass Media, GAT Tilanka. The prize for Business Statistics, SN Kalan Surya. And the prize for the best all-round student in College Arts E, DM Manuel Gay. College Arts A, the DCW Vikramasekara Memorial Form Prizes. Arts A1, S. Yadavan. A2, RPDPO Rajpaksa. The PBR Vikramasekara Memorial Form Prizes, Call Arts A3, MMB Lankeshwara. Call Arts A4, MMJ Fernando. The DW Suryarachi Memorial Form Prizes, Call Arts A5, TS Vanyarachi. Call Arts A6, KY Haputantri. The George R. De Silva Memorial Prize for Economics, RPDPO Rajpaksha. The SDS Tenura Memorial Prize for Business Studies, DLK Jayawardena and MMJ Fernando. The LJDS Saniviratna Memorial Prize for Accounts, JB William Jerneson. The Reverend Beckett De Silva Memorial Prize for Divinity, T.G. Anthony and K.Y. Haputantri. The prize for Logic, KDS Pereira. The MPZ Zirivardhana Memorial Prize for Elements of Political Science, T.S. Vanyarachi. The Dr. E.L. Vikramaratna Memorial Prize for Geography, G.J. Koparaheva. The prize for Communication and Mass Media, K.Y. Haputantri. The prize for ICT, MMB Lankeshwara. The prize for Business Statistics, RPDPO Rajpaksha. And the prize for the best student in College Form Arts A, T.S. Vanyarachi. College Arts B, the Deshabandhu David Edwin Hettiarachi Memorial Form Prizes, Call Arts B1, KSR Pereira. Call Arts B2, HYM Metsilu. The Mudryar James Alfred Correa Form Prizes, Call Arts B3, UWS Sandinu. Call Arts B4, MSJ Mendes. The Mr. and Mrs. Simon Abe Vikrama Memorial Form Prizes. Call Arts B5, SJ Gabriel. Call Arts B6, MRM Chanel. The Rani Asirvadam Memorial Prize for Economics, UWS Sandinu. The Dr. and Mrs. Victor Hettigoda Prize for Business Studies, MSJ Mendes. The Dr. and Mrs. Victor Hettigoda Prize for Business Studies and the Professor Lakshman R. Vatavela Prize for Accounts, UWS Sandinu. The Leena Jnana Pragasam Prize for Divinity, L.K. Pires. The Justice George Randolph Tissadas Bandaranaike and his wife, Mrs. Johanna D. Bandaranaike Memorial Prize for Elements of Political Science, ASD Lianage. The C.P. Sanjay Mendes Prize for Geography and the Prize for Logic, S.C.M. Joseph. The Prize for Communication and Mass Media, N.J. Pereira. The Prize for Business Statistics, S.J. Gabriel. The Prize for Information and Communication Technology, WJMAS Indratna. And the Dr. George Frederick Martinez Memorial Prize for the Best Student in College Form Arts B, MSJ Mendes. College Science E. Call Science E Form Prizes. E1, H.Y. Lohiru. E2, T. Kishan. E3, S. Jatukeshan. The RSS Watson Memorial Prize for Physics, S. Jatukeshan. The Prize for Combined Mathematics, LP.N. Silva. The Dr. Anil N. Jayawardena Memorial Prize for Biology and the Priyanth Ranasinghe Memorial Prize for Chemistry, S. Jatukeshan. The Prize for Information, Communication and Technology, H.Y. Lohiru. And the Prize for the Best Student in College Form Science E, S. Jatukeshan. College Science A, Form Prizes. A1, N. Kerutik. A2, K. Tuarahan. A3, J.C. Appa Seniviratna. the Warden S.J. Anandanayaga Memorial Prize for Physics and Mathematics and the Prize for Physics, K. Tuarahan. The Sir Wilfred de Soisa Memorial Prize for Chemistry and the Dr. and Mrs. L.E.J. Salgado Prize for Biology, J.C. Appa Seneviratna. Prize for Information, Communication and Technology, M.A.M. Afik. The Prize for Combined Mathematics, K. Tuarahan. And the Edward Edrisingher Memorial Prize for the Best Student in College Form Science A, J.C. Appa Seneviratna. College Science B, the John Wilson Memorial Form Prize, Call Science B1, KDMN Kandage. The ACG de Soisa Memorial Form Prize, Call Science B2, TDGR Vijayanayaka. The Jayalak de Soisa Memorial Form Prize, Call Science B3, SD Seneviratna. The Dr. Henrik de Silva Hettigoda Memorial Prize for Combined Mathematics, M.A. Ranasinghe. The Prize for Physics, the Prize for Combined Mathematics with Physics, and the Prize for Chemistry, KDMN Kandage. The Dr. and Mrs. L.E.J. Salgado Prize for Biology, the D.R. Aryaratna Memorial Prize for Biology with Chemistry, and the Prize for Biology with Physics, S.D. Seneviratna. The Prize for Information, Communication and Technology, G. Arun. And the Warden AJC Selvaratnam Memorial Prize for the Best Student in College Form Science B, KDMN Kandage. International Advanced Level College Form E, Form Prizes, E1, TR Seneviratna. E2, VW Ranasinghe. E3, MN Dayaratna. E4, MAM Umar. The Prize for Accounts, BAPM Seneviratna. The Prize for Business Studies, MOT Manzoor. The Prize for Economics, JB Jayatilaka. The Prize for English Literature, AM Tirukumar. The Prize for Physics, DS Kaluarachi. The Prize for Chemistry, TR Seneviratna. The Prize for Mathematics, MN Dayaratna. The Prize for Further Mathematics, DMUA Disanayaka. The Prize for Further Applied Mathematics, VW Ranasinghe. The Prize for Biology, MN Dayaratna. The Prize for IT, DS Kaluarachi. and the prize for the best all-round student in the International Advanced Level College Form E, T.R. Senaviratna. International Advanced Level College Form A, form prizes. A1, A.T. Lawrence. A2, R. Adarsan. A3, C.D. Padma Peruma. The prize for accounts, A. Haveshan. The prize for business studies, C.D. Padma Peruma. The late Mr. R.P.J. Mendes and the late Mrs. H.R.C. Mendes Prize for Economics, R. Adarsan. The prize for English Literature, K.E. Lawrence. The C.P. Sanjay Mendes Prize for Physics, A.T. Lawrence. The W.R.O. and Emerine Fernando Memorial Prize for Chemistry, D.N.A. Vijayanayaka. The C.P. Sanjay Mendes Prize for Mathematics, A.T. Lawrence. The prize for further mathematics and the prize for further applied mathematics, S. Aksharan. The prize for biology, D.N.A. Vijayanayaka. The prize for law, A.J.A. Lafir. And the C.P. Sanjay Mendes Prize for the best all-round student in the International Advanced Level College Form A, A.T. Lawrence. International Advanced Level College Form B, form prizes. B1, G.M.L. Gunawardana. B2, D.M. Pires. B3, M.H. Rashid. B4, S.D. Gunathilaka. The Raja Asirvadam Memorial Prize for Accounts, A.P. De Silva. The prize for business studies, D.V. Udumalagala. The prize for economics, K.D. Ratnapala. The Mrs. C.W.S. Fernando Memorial Prize for Physics, M.N.L. Vas. The Mr. and Mrs. D.A. Verhalla Memorial Prize for Chemistry and the R.D. Sirisena Memorial Prize for Mathematics, S.D. Gunathilaka. The prize for further applied mathematics, M.N.L. Vas. The Warden Lynn Ilangakun Memorial Prize for Biology, S.I. Pires. The prize for law, A.K. Vitanage. The Harshala Vimarshanti Memorial Prize for IT, S.V.A. Pillai. and the Alex Vijay Singha Memorial Prize for the Best All-Round Student in the International Advanced Level College Form B, D.M. Piris. Upper Sixth Form, the WKG N. Pereira Memorial Form Prizes. Upper 6A, K. Gobishant. Upper 6B, T.N.S. Fernando. Upper 6C, E.N.P. Kurukula Upper 6D, D.E. Pereira. Upper 6E, M. Santish. And Upper 6F, K. Girishant. The Michael Arsratnam Memorial Prize for Divinity, T.C. Jacob. The Squadron Leader Shiran V. Pereira Memorial Prize for Buddhism, NARRS Nanayakara. The K. Ganeshalingam Memorial Prize for Saivism, M. Santish. The Hugh Vijay Singha Memorial Prize for English, RKTB De Silva. The H.S. Jaikuru Memorial Prize for Sinhala, NARRS Nanayakara. The late Kalasuri Arisen Nahubudu Memorial Prize for Sinhala Literature, N.K. Vijay Surya. The Dr. V. Gabriel Memorial Prize for Tamil and the Lloyd Gunawardena Memorial Prize for Mathematics, M. Santish. The J.W.F.H. Prince Memorial Prize for Science, Sinhala Medium, T.N.S. Fernando. The Prize for Science, Tamil Medium, M. Santish. The Prize for Science, English Medium, E.N.P. Kurukula. The Prize for History, M. Santish. The Mrs. H.M. Vitanachi Memorial Prize for Geography, T. Lokugamheva. The Dr. D.N. Nathukorala Memorial Prize for Civics, I.J.J. Chandrasekhara. The Mr. Lionel Senaratna and Mrs. Millicent Senaratna Memorial Prize for Business Studies, M. Santish. The J.W.F.H. Prince Memorial Prize for Information and Communication Technology, K. Girishant. The David Painter Memorial Prize for Art, T.N.S. Fernando. The F.V. Crisantha Mendes Prize for Music, E.N.P. Kurukula. And the Matthias Dimel Memorial Prize for the Best All-Round Student in the Upper Sixth Form, M. Santish. The C.P. Sanjay Mendes Prize for the Most Improved Student in the Upper School, C.M. Surya Bandara. Middle Sixth Form, the Reverend A.S.P. Gunathilaka Memorial Form Prizes, E. Kiruden. The Reverend L.G.B. Fernando Memorial Prize for Music, L.N.S. De Silva. The MLJ Vikamaratna Memorial Prize for English Literature, AAH Jayawardena. And the Sub-Warden Orville Abenayaka Memorial Prize for the Best All-Round Student in the Middle Sixth Form, T. Kiruden. Lower Sixth Form, the Sir Sangarapillai Pararajasinghe Memorial Form Prizes. Lower 6A, W.R.E. Fernando. Lower 6B, S.S. Vikramasuriya. Lower 6C, K. Seshan. Lower 6D, K. Vidushan. Lower 6E, S. Priyant. And lower 6F, U. Sriram. The Canon W.H.W. Jayasekara Memorial Prize for Divinity, B.S.R. Mendes. The Amadadasa Abekun Memorial Prize for Buddhism, Y.D. Vikamaratna. The S. Venasitambi Memorial Prize for Saivism, K. Vidusan. The Bertie Vijay Singha Prize for English, R.C. Namalgama. The Nalin Fernando Prize for Sinhala, W.R.E. Fernando. The prize for Tamil, K. Seshan. The R.N.S.K. Karalakulasingham Memorial Prize for Mathematics, P.H. Avnish. The prize for Science and the G.F.P. Bandara Memorial Prize for History, K. Seshan. The prize for Link Language, Sinhala, D.S. Rajiv. Tamil, W.R.E. Fernando. The David Arya Ratnam Memorial Prize for Music, W.R.E. Fernando. The Professor Nalini Jayasuriya Memorial Prize for Art, B.S.R. Mendes. The prize for English Literature in memory of Mrs. Dora Boteju, W.W.Y.D. Fernando. The Dr. D.J. Aryaratna Memorial Prize for the Best All-Round Student in the Lower Sixth Form, U. Sriram. Lower Secondary, Fifth Form, the A.T. Sinnathambi Memorial Form Prizes. Form 5A, KOSM Nandasiri. Form 5B, J.K. Hapuarachi. Form 5C, P.R. Ekanayaka. Form 5D, HGHS Aryadasa. Form 5E, DAPE Disanayaka. And Form 5F, PHLS Puhulvalla. The Bishop's Prize for Divinity, J.H. Yogaraja. The Mr. and Mrs. David Korituaku Prize for Buddhism, GMBM Manavadu. The Prize for Islam, MJM Shimza. The Colonel R. Kumar Nayagam Memorial Prize for Saivism, P. Artigan. The Merrily Langakun Memorial Prize for English, J.S. Veerasingham. The Cyril De Silva Memorial Prize for Sinhala, P.H.L.S. Puhulvella. The Dr. V. Gabriel Memorial Prize for Tamil, P. Athigan. The J.P. Salgado Senior Memorial Prize for Mathematics, R. Sanchesh. The Prize for Science and the Prize for History, G.M.B.M. Manavadu. The Professor Nalini Jayasuriya Memorial Prize for Art, P.H.L.S. Puhulvella. The F.R.S. Mendis Memorial Prize for Music, P.H.C. Jayasekara. The prizes for link languages, Sinhala, R. Jatushman. Tamil, H.G.H.S. Aryadasa. The Devendran Kandaya Memorial Prize for the Best All-Round Boy in the 5th Form, KOSM Nandasiri. The Upper 4th Form, the Reverend Canon Charles Thomas Memorial Form Prizes, Upper 4A, J.Y.Y. Randira. Upper 4B, P. Madhum Bandara. Upper 4C, L.D. Piris. Upper 4D, G. Monish. Upper 4E, C.H. Obesekara. And Upper 4F, A. Achalan. The Arthur and Irene Pinto Jayawardena Memorial Prize for Divinity, C.H. Obesekara. The L.P. Vikramasuriya Memorial Prize for Buddhism, D.S. Vikramanayaka. The Prize for Islam, M.K.M. Yaqub. The Prize for Saivism, A. Achalan. The Lucian and Mrs. Ruth Vijay Singha Memorial Prize for English, E. Gunasekara. The Arosha Lekhamvasa Memorial Prize for Sinhala Language, W.G.G. Vikramasinghe. The C. Sachintanandan Memorial Prize for Tamil, E. Charles. The Vernon Dilivera Tennakun Memorial Prize for Mathematics, A. Achalan. The Nalin Fernando Prize for General Science, K. Saswin. The late Dr. C.V.X.R. Brito Baba Pulle Memorial Prize for History, E. Charles. The Gate Mudriyar J.R. Suryabandar Memorial Prize for Art, W.G.G. Vikramasinghe. The Reverend Lucian G.B. Fernando Memorial Prize for Music, J.Y.Y. Randira, T.M.A.L. Tennakun, and R.A. Jayavira Singham. The prize for link language, Sinhala, R.J. Rikesh. Tamil, V.S. Gamarachi. And the Ganegoda Memorial Prize for the best all-round student in the upper fourth form, A. Achalan. Lower fourth form, the Lakshman Gunasinghe Memorial Form Prizes. Lower 4A, C.E. Disanayaka. Lower 4B, D.N. Sampathavaduge. Lower 4C, H.S.D. Karyavasam. Lower 4D, T.J. Vikramasinghe. Lower 4E, N. Tharun. And lower 4F, R. Narun. The Canon W.H.W. Jaisekara Memorial Prize for Divinity, K.P.D. Mendis. The Jamaldeen Hamid Marika Memorial Prize for Islam, M.F.A. Amhar. The Colonel R. Kumaranayagam Memorial Prize for Saivism, N. Tharun. The T. Justin Pieris Memorial Prize for Buddhism, A.S. Hettiarachi. The prize for English, R. Narun. The Charles D. S. Ranavira Memorial Prize for Sinhala, A.S. Hettiarachi. The prize for Tamil, N. Praveen. The V.P. Cook Memorial Prize for Mathematics, N. Tharun. And the prize for Science, N. Tharun. The Warden C.H.L. Davidson Memorial Prize for Art, K.V. Chanmita. The prize for Link Language, Sinhala, S. Adiran. Tamil, J.D. Madanayaka. And the Carl de Oliveira Memorial Prize for the best all-round student in the lower fourth form, R. Narun. Primary school, upper third form. The Doreen Patricia Gunaratna Hensman Memorial Form Prizes. Upper 3A, MMLB Mahavidana. Upper 3B, LKG Lianarachi. Upper 3C, SV Magallage. Upper 3D, Y.S. Rupasinghe. Upper 3E, VTS Dimel. And upper 3F, T.U. Varman. The Arthur L. Lavella Memorial Prize for Divinity, S.V. Magallage. The Mrs. V.P. Kalupahana Memorial Prize for Buddhism, Y.S. Rupasinghe. The M. Yusuf Shamsuddin Memorial Prize for Islam, A.R.A. Ansari. The prize for Saivism, T.U. Varman. The Marguerite Pereira Memorial Prize for English, MMLB Mahavidana. The Dr. H.C. Gomez Memorial Prize for Language, Sinhala Y.S. Rupasinghe. Tamil P. Kritihesh. The prize for English recitation, T.J. Pereira. The prize for Sinhala recitation, Y.D. Atukorala. The prize for Tamil recitation, B.L. Horsington. The prize for mathematics, V.A. De Silva. The Kirti Karupahana Memorial Prize for Environmental Studies. The Kirti Karupahana Memorial Prize for Environmental Studies, Y.S. Rupasinghe. The Manel Piris Memorial Prize for Art, N.A. Iman Ahmed. The Noel Vijayratna Memorial Prize for Singing, H.N.A. Fernando and T.I. Himru. The Reverend J.Y. Barnabas Memorial Prize for the Best All-Round Student in the Upper Third Form, MMLB Mahavidana. And the C.P. Sanjay Mendes Prize for the Most Improved Student in the Primary School, KPS Sensit. Lower Third Form, the Chiran Ishan Fernando Memorial Form Prizes. Lower 3A, GMWS Dhanapala. Lower 3B, VR Manatunga. Lower 3C, DGBA Delpagoda. Lower 3D, LA Inshan Hanifa. Lower 3E, DAW Dayananda. And lower 3F, R. Arush. The Reverend Brian and Mrs. Raji Trimana Memorial Prize for Divinity, J.R.D. Fernando. The S.C. Fernando Memorial Prize for Buddhism, T.A.Y.S. Ratnayaka. The M. Yusuf Shamsuddin Memorial Prize for Islam, L.A. Inshan Hanifa. The prize for Saivism, M. Arudran. The J.H.S. Piris Memorial Prize for English, R.C.C.D. De Silva. The Mrs. K. Bandaratilaka Memorial Prize for Sinhala, V.R. Manatunga. The prize for Tamil, S. Yuram. The Jim Karunaratna Memorial Prize for Mathematics, V.R. Manatunga. The prize for Art, D.D.A.R. Gunatilaka. The Halok Anandaraja Memorial Prize for Singing, A.A.K. Kollurage. The prize for English recitation, T.M. Adnan. The prize for Sinhala recitation, K.G.A. Gunatilaka. and the prize for Tamil recitation in memory of Mr. Ratnasiri Fernando P. Anakan. Thank you, Mrs. Kasichetti.
We will now have a brief interlude headed by a performance by the Thomian Chamber Orchestra.
We would now like to invite our distinguished chief guest, Mr. Yohesan Kasichetti, to do us the honor of distributing the special prizes. The Bishop's Senior Divinity Prize, ENP Kurukulu Surya. The Archdeacon F.H. De Winton Memorial Prize for Liturgy and the Canon John Foster Memorial Prize for Church History, L.K. Piris. The Arthur Ellavala Memorial Prize for Divinity Non-Christians, D.C. Senanayaka. The Canon R.S. Deserum Prize for Comparative Religion, L.K. Piris. The Bishop Harold de Souza Memorial Prize for the Senior Sacristant, P.Y. Dilanarol. The Reverend Bertram and Mrs. Frances Vikramanayaka Memorial Prize for Servers Senior, N.N. Krishnaswamy. The Subwarden Orville Abhenayaka Memorial Prize for Servers Junior, S.N. Matthew. The Roger and Gladys DeMille Memorial Choir Prize, N.R. Pereira. The Walter Dias Bandaranayaka Memorial Choir Prize Senior, M.A. Winston. The Fred Edrisinghe Memorial Choir Prize Junior, IAAA Pereira. The Subwarden Patrick Gunawardhan Memorial Prize for the Leader of the Choir, P.E. Fernando. Prize for Member of the Choir, G.C. Piris. The Subwarden Orville Abhenayaka Memorial Choir Prize for the Most Promising Treble, A.T. Jayatilaka. The Choir Prize for Attendance, B.A.S. Mendis. The Nisanka Kurutumpala Memorial Prize for reading the lesson in chapel, A.G. Ponnaya. The Noel Hensman Prize for a college form student who plays the organ in the chapel, P.E. Fernando. The Vinod Senadira Memorial Prize for the leader of the Canto Perpetua Choir, K.A.D.S. Dialvis, V. De Silva. The E.L. Pereira Memorial Prize for Mathematics, Seniors, K. Girishant. Juniors, S.D. Santosh. The Warden E.F. Miller Memorial Prize for Mathematics and the Prize for Mathematics Y.A.H.K. Pereira. The Esme Satarasinghe Memorial Prize for Mathematics in the College Forms T. Kishan. The Lloyd Gunawardena Memorial Prize for Science in the College Forms and the Mr. Siri Edirisinghe Memorial Prize for Physics V.I. Pereira. The D.R. Vijayawardena Memorial Prize for Political History of Sri Lanka T.D.G.R. Vijayanayaka. The Dr. Chanaka Amaratunga Memorial Prize for Knowledge of Current Affairs and Politics T.D.G.R. Vijayanayaka N. Kerutik. The Richard De Souza Memorial Prize for English Composition O.K.B. Kausilu. The Arndt Memorial Prize for English Literature E.W.C.I. Edirisinghe. The Piris Siriwardena Prize for English Composition T. Tulasigan. The Warden Deserum Jubilee Memorial Prize for English E.N.P. Kurukulusurya L.D.M. De Silva.
That is the next prize. This is the next prize. We give it.
The Warden Deserum Jubilee Memorial Prize for English E.N.P. Kurukulusurya and L.D.M. De Silva. The Roger and Gladys DeMille Memorial Prize for English Poetry E.W.C.I. Edirisinghe. The Ethel Winifred Edirisinghe Memorial Prize for English Grammar P.R. Ekanayaka. The Rosie and A.W. Frederick Senanayaka Memorial Prize awarded to the editor of the college magazine P.Y. Dilanerol Y.A. Figueroa. The Warden Stone Memorial Prize for Classics, Greek and Roman Civilization in College Form Arts, A.D.P. Gunatilaka. The C.P. Sanjay Mendis Prize for Sinhala, D.R. Vanyarachi. The Gate Mudaliya N.N. Thammodaram Memorial Prize for Tamil, M. Santish. The late Mr. Lal and Mrs. Chitangari Rodrigo Memorial Prize for Knowledge of General Current Affairs, A.J. Pereira. Prize for History, E.N.P. Kurukulusurya. the Metropolitan Lakdasa Dimel Memorial Prize for Natural History Senior D.E. Pereira. The Gamini Gunasekara Memorial Prize for Natural History Junior R.P. Ekanayaka. The Sepale Ilangakun Memorial Prize for the Improvement of the Environment S.D. Krishanthas. The Mr. and Mrs. H.J.A. Hulugalla Memorial Prize for a short story in English S.V.A. Pillai. The Ilangakun Memorial Prize for Oratory, English, D.V. Udumalagala. Sinhala, N.N. Jailat. The S.J. Gunasekara Memorial Prize for Oratory in Tamil, V. Benushan. The Sarath Muttetivegama Memorial Prize for Oratory, English and Sinhala or English and Tamil, I. Abhivarshan. The N.M. Don Mohan Lal Trophy awarded to the captain of the English debating team, A.I. Skandakumar. The D.S. Jayasekara Memorial Trophy awarded to the captain of the Sinhala debating team, A.M.S.S. Vijay Kumara. Prize for the best debater in Tamil, I. Abhisharan. The Sir Sangarapille Pararajasingham Memorial Prize for the best debater in English, D.V. Udumalagala. The Warden's Medal awarded to students selected for national level debating, A.I. Skandakumar, and D.V. Udumalagala. The Lionel Wendt Memorial Prize for Photography, A.R. Fernando. The Samson De Silva Tenabadu Memorial Prize for the Best Actor, P.Y. Dilanarol. The Reverend Canon Roy Yin Memorial Prize for an outstanding actor with a notable academic achievement, A.I. Skandakumar. The trophy for the leader of the Heavy Sea Band, I.D.T. Fernando. The trophy for the best junior Heavy Sea Bandsman, W.M.N. Vijayaratna. The trophy for the most promising senior bandsman, R.J. Sainikethan. The trophy for the best junior bandsman, S.A. Nanyankara. And the trophy for the band leader, R. Adarshan. The trophy for the leader of the orchestra, G.C. Piris. The trophy for the most promising junior orchestral player, T. Karthik. And the trophy for the most promising senior orchestral player, M. L. Samarkoon. The S.E. Satarasinghe Memorial Challenge Trophy for Chess, WMKT Bandara. The ALM and MEC Fernando Memorial Trophy for the Best Scrabble Player, EWCI Edrisinghe. The DC Charlie Gunawardena Memorial Prize for the Senior Cadet, IDT Fernando. Trophy for Special Merit for a Senior Cadet in memory of Rajiv Veerasurya, PNI Dias. The Wing Commander Tilina Kaluarachi Memorial Trophy for the Most Outstanding Senior Cadet, not an NCO, EKBR Allavala. The David R. Hallock Memorial Prize for an Outstanding Cadet with good record for studies and discipline, PVM Senuth. The E.B. Vikramanayaka Challenge Trophy for Intersection Training, DMTT Disanayaka. The Warden Captain C.H. Davidson, CCB Memorial Prize for Marksmanship Senior, B.D.J. Mendis. The R. Tabesekara Memorial Prize for Efficiency of Scouting, K.D.S. Pereira. The A.L. Victor Memorial Prize for the Best Scout, J.R. Rajadure. And A.J.A. Lafir. Prize for the Best Junior Scout in memory of Mr. W.H. Pereira, J.W. Pillai. The Samson De Silva Thenamadu Trophy for the Most Promising Junior Scout, T. Tanushkan. The Johnson Challenge Cup for the Best Patrol Junior, Eagle Patrol. Prize for the Most Outstanding Cub, first prize, PMKF Chandrasekhara. Second prize, TD Avery. And third prize, DD Ebenezer. The Louis A.P. Piris Dharaniyagala Memorial Challenge Cup for Senior Tennis, M.L. Ratnasingham. The Challenge Cup for Junior Tennis, A.M. Khalil. The Banti Gunatilaka Memorial Prize for the Best Performance at the Ceylon Schools Tennis Meet Senior, M.C. Pereira. Trophy for table tennis in memory of the late Honorable Nalanda Ellavala, LDM De Silva. The Challenge Trophy for the Best Badminton Player of the Year, S. Majid. Trophy for the Most Outstanding Hockey Player, J. David. The Shield for the Most Promising Hockey Player in memory of Ranil Abenayaka, Senior, KMBW Chularatna. Junior, MA Clemens Dixon. The Janaka De Fonseca Memorial Trophy for the Most Outstanding Basketball Player, YBP Bulat Singhalage. The prize for the Osman with the best record in work and games, Junior under 16, D. Deheragoda. The Challenge Shield for Swimming, M.O.T. Mansoor. The Manikkam Saravanamuthu Challenge Cup for the Best Junior Swimmer, D.Y. Mallavara Arachi. The Dr. R.L. Heyman Trophy for Diving, G.J. Vikramasinghe. Trophy for the Best Ruggerite of the Season, S.A. Lianagunavardhana. The Quintin Israel Trophy for an Outstanding Fresher of the Year in First 15 Rugby in memory of our respected rugby coach, teacher and headmaster, M.H.B. Karunaratna. Prize and trophy in memory of Shamil Manojit Jinasena for a junior ruggerite with the best record in games and work, D.E. Pereira. The David R. Hallock Memorial Scholarship Prize for a senior ruggerite with the best record in work and games, H.G.M. Dias. Prize for squash, C.M.G. Sali. The Carl Romesh Vedavanam Challenge Cup for Junior Athletics, S.A. Kumarasiri. The ADH Samaranayaka Memorial Prize for the athlete with the best academic results in the advanced level section, T.S. Vanyarachi. The Warden Deserum Challenge Cup for the best athlete of the year, PHSS Silva. The Challenge Cup for the most promising junior cricketer under 17, HRTJ Amaravira. The Leonard Arndt Memorial Prize for the cricketer with the best record in games and work, D. Diego. The AF Chikka Molomure Memorial Challenge Cup for the best all-round Thomian cricketer of the year, NJ Caldera. The Clinton Dimel Memorial Prize for the best batsman of the Royal Thomian cricket match, D. Gunawardena. The F.H. Stevens Memorial Prize, batting S. Soisa. Bowling A. Pereira. The F.L. Gunawardena Batting Shield, N.M.M. Pereira. Shield for the best all-round house in the lower school, Buck House. The Samson De Silva Thenamadu Trophy for the Inter-House General Knowledge Quiz, Stone House. The Warden Dialvis Memorial Trophy awarded to the house with the best scholastic achievements during the year, Woodhouse. The Lawrence Arndt Memorial Shield for the Champion Day House, Buck House. The Arasu Durayappa Memorial Shield for the best all-round house, Buck House. The W.T. Keeble Memorial Challenge Cup for the best all-round boy in the lower school, D.D. Ebenezer. Prize for the best all-round boy in the upper school, D.E. Pereira. The Priyanka Gunaratna Prize for the best all-round student under 17 years of age, M. Santish. The Warden Neville Dialvis Memorial Prize for the best results at the GCE Ordinary Level Examination 2023, EADT Sandhanu. W.S.J. Fernando. D.S.A. Nanyakara. D.B.N. Jayawardena. J.M.B.S. Pereira. K.D.M.N. Kandage. S.D. Seniviratna. M. Sharan, PVM Senut, PMY Gomez, AMSS Vijay Kumara, AT Disanayaka, EA Salgado, R. Sivanant, TDGR Vijayanayaka, DM Piris, HMVBU Heenkender, KDYD Gunaratna, UWS Sandino, WRT Deshapriya, DMSM Disanayaka, LSA Silva, MSJ Mendis, SDM Gunavardhana, T. Thamodaran, and WACR Vikramasinghe. The Professor Dayasiri Fernando Memorial Prize for students obtaining 3 A's at the GCE Advanced Level Examination 2023. V.I. Pereira, YAHK Pereira, T.D. Abedira, S. Vikas, SSP Ephraim's, TMK Vijayamana, S. Gishopan, MHM Shafkat, JGTD Jayavardhana, GS Pitiduva Gamage, S.A. De Silva, VMPA Veerasekara, RMKR Karunatilaka, K. Ganan, WJL Fernando, MTM Ziad, and WGDMM Abraham. The Vinod Senadira Memorial Prize for students obtaining 3 A's at the International Advanced Level Examination 2024. M.N. Dayaratna. D.S. Kaluarachi. And D.M.U.A. Disanayaka. The Dr. Sara Chandra Amaradasa Abekun Memorial Prize awarded to the most outstanding boarder with notable achievements in curricular and extracurricular activities, SAUC Subasingha. The Dr. R.L. Heyman Memorial Trophy for the best all-round boy among the college boarders, SMM Shahid Khan. The Dr. Lakshman Lekambasam Memorial Prize for the student with the best A-level results in the biological science stream, V.I. Pereira. The Indrakumar Kulasingham Memorial Shield for the best advanced level results in the math stream, Y.A. H.K. Pereira. The Professor P.P.G.L. Sirivardhana Memorial Prize for the student with the best international advanced level results, M.N. Dayaratna. The S.E. Satarasinghe Memorial Prize for the first and second best performances at the GCE Advanced Level Examination, first V.I. Pereira, second Y.A. H.K. Pereira. The J.L.D. Piris Memorial Prize for the best student in the college forms, arts and science, V.I. Pereira. The Admiral H.A. Silva VSV Challenge Trophy for the best all-round student in academics and sports, SSP Ephraim's. The Royce Dean Challenge Cup for the most promising junior sportsman of the year under 16, D.E. Pereira. The Warden S.J. Anandanayagam Memorial Prize for the best all-round sportsman, M.H.B. Karunaratna. The Placidus and Merle Vijayasekara Memorial Prize for the best all-round student who has qualified to enter a university in Sri Lanka, S. Vikas. The Dr. Sarat Chandra Amardas Abekun Memorial Prize awarded to the head prefect, L.P. Gunasekara. The Saravanamuttu Prize awarded to a student demonstrating early promise in exhibiting human excellence and virtue in adult life to commemorate a distinguished Thomian family. EWCI Edrisingha. The Hinton Dialvis Seniviratna J.P. Umem Memorial Prize and Trophy awarded to the highest Thomian Achiever of the Year who successfully balanced and excelled in both academics and extracurricular activities during the year. G.S. Pitiduwa Gamage. Thank you very much, Mr. Yohesan Kasi-Chetty. I would now like to invite our acting warden, Mr. Asanka Pereira, to present the last prize for the day. The Victoria Gold Medal for the best all-round student, L.P. Gunasekara. Thank you, Warden, sir. I would now like to invite our acting sub-warden, Dr. Radhika Mendis, to deliver the vote of thanks.
My Lord, the Bishop of Colombo, the Right Reverend Dushantha Rodrigo, Chief Guest, Mr. Yohesan Kasi-Chetty, Acting Warden, members of the Board of Governors, chaplains, members of clergy, distinguished invitees, members of the academic, administrative, sports, and support staff, old boys, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen. First, I thank the Almighty God for everything He does for us as the Thomian community. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you this evening to propose the vote of thanks to our esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Yohesan Kasi-Chetty. Sir, we are truly grateful that you have taken the time to grace this occasion with your presence. Your invaluable contribution to education, your dedication to instilling discipline and moral values in young minds, your commitment to uplifting standards in both education and society is truly inspiring. You left behind a flourishing legal career to dedicate yourself to shaping the next generations for 20 years as the headmaster of St. Thomas Preparatory School, and the impact of your leadership continues to resonate to this day. I was told that Mr. Kasi-Chetty once encountered a cheeky student who thought he could outsmart him by using Mr. Kasichetti's well-known love for cricket to dodge a punishment. When summoned to his office, the boy confidently launched into what can only be described as a cricket masterclass, peppered with impressive statistics and in-depth analysis. True to his plan, the conversation went on for quite some time. But just when it seemed the boy might get away with it, the lawyer and educator in him stepped in. He swiftly delivered the punishment the boy deserved, proving that no amount of cricket talk could bowl him over. This incident showcases Mr. Kasichetti's ability to balance patience and wisdom with a strong sense of justice, ensuring no clever ploy goes unchecked. As the headmaster, he made sure to place his fence-like signature with a valuable personalized comment in the report card of each student. Such is only possible when one knows every student and teacher by name, and when one knows adequately about every student and every teacher. We have many living examples in society today of prepites groomed under the love, mentorship, and leadership of Mr. Kasichetti. Citizens who are an asset to society and to their families. Men who were guided by a man who lived an exemplary life and was also their headmaster. Sir, be rest assured, you have touched the lives of many for the betterment of society. You are loved by many, if not all. Sir, we are honored to have had you today, sharing your wisdom and presenting the prizes to our deserving young Thomians. Thank you for your gracious presence. A special word of thanks to Mrs. Krisanthi Kasichetti, whose quiet strength and unwavering support have undoubtedly played a significant role in all that Mr. Kasichetti has achieved. Selfless leaders need someone to look after them, and successful men have a woman behind them. Madam, we extend our gratitude to you for joining us this evening. Our sincere appreciation goes to the Lord Bishop of Colombo for his continued support and guidance through the Board of Governors. Your presence and leadership are a beacon for us all, and we are grateful for your stewardship. Father Mark Bilimoria, we thank you for the immense contribution to college that is rich with traditions, first as a teacher and finally as its warden, and for being present here with us today before you embark on your next journey. Our dedicated heads of sections, teachers, we thank you for the many hours you spent shaping our students to become all-round gentlemen Thomians. The success we recognize today is a testament to your efforts. Your impact extends far beyond the classroom, shaping the moral compass and aspirations of each student who walks through our classrooms. This prize giving would not have been possible if it wasn't for the dedication and hard work of Mr. Nesa Seelan, Mr. Dylan Fox, Mrs. Nelun Vijay Singha, Mrs. Nilantini Ebenezer, and their efficient team. Our sincere and very grateful thanks go out to everyone in this team. Our administrative staff and the support staff, the silent yet indispensable forces that keeps our school running seamlessly. Your efforts, though often behind the scenes, do not go unnoticed, and we are truly grateful. Thank you very much. The head prefect, Lagdev, deputy head prefect, Purijala, and the prefect's body, you have been a strength to us in the running of our school. Thank you for the support, especially for making this prize giving a success. The silent and often unseen contributors to the success of a prize giving are our generous donors and well-wishers. A very big thank you for your continued support and generosity. Our deepest gratitude and appreciation to all of you. Dear parents and guardians, your constant support and encouragement provide the foundation for your children's achievements. Thank you for standing by them, guiding them, and ensuring that they continue to strive for excellence. It is always a combination of the parents and the educators, such as our college, that molds the children to be well-rounded citizens of the society. To our prize winners, congratulations on your achievements. Always remain humble in your successes, and it is important to live a life filled with gratitude. Remember, success is not just measured by trophies and certificates. It is found in perseverance, dedication, and a commitment to continuous learning. The world out there needs each one of us to have a very good attitude, to be responsible towards society, and to be caring for the environment as well. For those who did not make it to the stage today, every one of you possesses unique talents and potential waiting to be realized. Success comes in different forms, through perseverance and dedication. One day, you will shine in your own way. Keep working hard, stay determined, and your efforts will bear fruit in time. Last but not least, we thank you, all of you here today, for being a part of this wonderful occasion. Your presence adds to the significance of this event, and we appreciate your support. Let us continue to celebrate and nurture excellence, fellowship, and the values that binds us together as the Thomian community. May God bless you all. Esto perpetua.
Our Lord Bishop, the Right Reverend Dushant Rodrigo, our chief guests this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Kasachetti, Warden Sir, Warden Ma'am, members of the Board of Governors, distinguished invitees, members of the tutorial, sports, administrative and support staff, dear parents, and my fellow men of St. Thomas's. First and foremost, I must say that it is my absolute honor and privilege to stand here before you to second the vote of thanks this fine evening on behalf of those that I represent, those that I serve, the student body of this fine institution. Before I go on, Warden Sir, if your memory serves you right, I promised you a while back that I will not go along the way of my predecessors and execute the historic traditional duties of a head prefect just for the sake of following tradition. However, sir, I have now come to realize that I myself am a product of my seniors, which is why, sir, I will be breaking that promise today. As I did my due diligence in preparation for this evening, I found myself facing the exceptional qualities of a man that is possessed by Mr. Kasachetti. Straightforward, disciplined, principled, but most of all, a man who loves to work. Any other day, I would be inspired by these qualities that a great Thomian such as yourself has integrated in their life. However, these very qualities pose a threat to those who are asking for a day off. Not to mention, Mr. Kasichet is an esteemed lawyer, a lawyer that would see straight through me as I attempt to sweet talk my way into receiving a holiday. So there I was, asking a one-worded question: how? Surely, a game of chess and a rugby match will not come to my aid this year. So how does one convince a hard-working man to give people a day off? This is why I turn my focus to you, the lovely Mrs. Kasichet, the wife of a hard-working man. The one person in the world that can infiltrate the ironclad fortress that is Mr. Kasichet. At this moment, I would like to remind everyone of a saying. It goes, behind every successful man is a woman who laid a firm foundation with the bricks that others threw at him. And undeniably a strong woman such as yourself, who has stood by your side throughout your endeavors, raising two great children, facing the bricks thrown at her herself, surely deserves a day off. Now there may have been instances where Mrs. Kasichet would not receive that well-deserved day off. And I'm certain that you, sir, may feel a sense of remorse. Not to worry, sir. There are countless strong, admirable women, teachers, coaches, but above all, mothers gathered here today that deserve a holiday as well. Which is why, sir, for both our sakes, I ask that you convince the warden to make this Friday, the 7th of February, a school holiday so that all the 5 women gathered here today can rest easily as we go in for a long weekend. Knowing that Mr. Kasichet will not let me down, I will proceed with the remainder of my speech to offer my sincere gratitude to those that have given life to this marvel of a school throughout this past year. First and foremost, I thank the Lord Bishop and our esteemed chief guest this evening for having accepted our humble invitation to grace this evening with their presence. I imagine that it is not easy to stand for hours on end to hand out prizes, but you did it nonetheless. And I'm certain that you have given my boys a moment that they will cherish for the rest of their lives. For that, sir, I thank you. Next, I thank the chaplain and the rest of the college council. As someone who has had the honor of sitting alongside you, I have witnessed firsthand just how crucial you are to the life of this school. As a team of a handful of individuals such as yourselves navigate this ever-changing world as well as our role and place in it, one thing is all the more clear, that you love this school just as much as I do. I may have not been the most cooperative or practical person to work with, but on this fine evening, on behalf of all those that have been part of this big and beautiful family, I must let you know that we appreciate the hard work and dedication that you have shown to our school. Alongside the council, I would like to extend my thanks to our teachers who have guided us, not just in subject matter, but through the journey of finding the purest versions of ourselves. You have scolded us, disciplined us, kicked us out of class, and amidst all, you taught us. You taught us to be gentlemen, you taught us to be Thomians. For that, sir and miss, I thank you. At this present moment, I would be failing in my duties if I did not mention another group of people who have also taught us. Those who taught us to get back up when we fell, to keep running one foot after the other when we convinced ourselves to give up. Those who truly taught us to rejoice in victory and to accept defeat. You don't get plaques and you don't get medals. You don't even have a day celebrated in your name. And yet, you are still here, day in and day out. To our coaches, I say, thank you. I must also acknowledge and appreciate all those who are part of the administrative and support staff. In my years, I have noticed that these great men and women have been treated by the students as they are outsiders of the school, involved only through profession. To clear up any doubt and uncertainty you may have, boys, these men and women are part of this school just as much as you and I are, if not more. And as a great man who has stood here before me has said, it does not cost you anything to greet them each morning as you see them. If anything, it shows that you care. To those ladies and gentlemen, I say that you are what separates my school from the rest. Amidst the countless hours of thankless work, you still manage to have a smile on your face and treat every student with kindness. To those ladies and gentlemen, I say, thank you. Now, I will turn the spotlight to the men and women that deserve it the most. The men and women that don't receive even an ounce of the praise, credit, and respect that they deserve. The men and women for without whom we would not be here today. Our dear parents. It occurred to me a while back that for us students, our parents see the worst versions of ourselves. They see the tired, lifeless boy that comes home after practice. They see the stressed, short-tempered boy that is preparing for an exam. And yet, they love and protect us unconditionally and wholeheartedly. Mere words could not even attempt to materialize the love and appreciation we have for you. And even so, very rarely do we utter those very words. However, for what it's worth, we love and thank you. Since the giving of prizes that occurred last year, we as a school face the tides of change, a time of endings and a time of beginnings. Which is why I must thank two of the most important people in college, in this and any context, the amazing Mrs. Nilantini Ebenezer and of course the lovely Mrs. Nelun Vijay Singha. The two of you have been the pillars of strength as this school faced the change of management. You have been there for me personally, no matter the day, no matter the hour. Therefore, on behalf of the entire school, I thank you. Next, I thank a team of men that very rarely have their moment in the sun. Our house prefects. Your work may often go unappreciated. It may even go unnoticed. But I can confidently say that you are the backbone of student leadership. Without you, there is no prefect system. And without you, I would not be standing here today. So whether you have that moment or you continue to work in the shadows, do it for your college, for you are her future. Before I move on to the two people that deserve our thanks the most, I must thank yet another team of men. I must say, they definitely are the grandest looking bunch this fine evening. The men standing tall and proud at the back of the hall. My men. It may have been I who received the award, but it is you who deserve the credit. You give me a reason whenever I desperately need one. A reason to serve and a reason to believe. So for that, gentlemen, I thank you. Lastly, but not by any means the least, I thank the leaders of this school, the dream team, my sub-warden, and of course, my warden. Miss Radhika, you have the monstrous task of being the first officer of a ship as great as this one. You answer to teachers, coaches, parents, and students alike, and they report to you. You're constantly putting their needs above your own, all the while caring for your own family. Miss, I have but one question. How do you do it? Even on the busiest of days, she will make the problems you bring her topmost priority. And on behalf of all those that you have helped throughout the years, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Asanka sir, throughout the last month or so, there has been only one consistent question regarding your leadership. What on earth do we call you? However, with each day, that question has been answered for me louder and more clear than ever before. There are no two ways about it. Sir, you are my warden. You make the decisions that no one else is willing to make, and you willingly take the blame even when it is belonged elsewhere. You are a true leader if there ever is one, and you are certainly what the college needs right now. For that, sir, I thank you. As I found myself at the end of my speech, I asked myself, what more could I say? What words could I leave with you, gentlemen, the future of St. Thomas's? My instinct tells me to leave words that evoke pride and passion. However, at this question, I have found myself speechless. Not because there is too little, but because there is far too many, and I have found it difficult to select. Therefore, Warden sir, with your permission, I would like to dedicate the end of my speech to a single student. Now this student may be sitting amongst his fellow prize winners, having bathed in the glory of this evening. This student may be sitting amongst his batchmates in the upper deck of the hall, aching to go home. This student may even be a college or house prefect, putting on a brave smile as he feels the weight of responsibility come crashing down on his shoulders. To you, my Thomian, I have but three things to say. Firstly, change. However scary it may be, never fight it. Embrace it. Every single significant moment in your life is the beginning of a new chapter, a new you. Who could judge that chapter before it is even written? So invite change, as it will in turn bring forth a better version of yourself. Secondly, hope. Although hope will never exist without faith. Though unseen, when founded on true faith, hope is never unreal. These were the words of our founder on St. Thomas's Day 1849, the day the foundation stone was laid at Mutwal. Since then, these words have been part of the foundation of the school. Because both fear and faith demand you to believe in something that you cannot see. It is up to you to decide whether you will fear what is in front of you, or if you will have faith in yourself and wherever else your faith may lie, to get through it anyways. Lastly, legacy. I have not the least doubt that through these young men, great changes will be wrought in Ceylon. This is what Warden Wood wrote on the first students of St. Thomas's. This, all this stage, these boards, these names, this is our history, passed down to you and I. But don't get me wrong, boys, this is not our legacy. Your legacy is waiting to be forged. Your chapter is waiting to be written. On this great evening, I remind you that our seventh warden, Warden Buck, charged us with the task of being proud of being Thomians and to make the college proud of numbering us as one of her sons. So boys, wherever you may go, whatever you may do it for the college, do it for the crest. After having heard all this, you may ask, who am I to give words of wisdom? Who am I to quote wardens? Am I even the best all-round student, as I was awarded earlier this evening? No, maybe not. I'm just a boy that fell in love with this school. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The blue, black, and blue forever. Esto perpetua.
having heard the head prefect's request, I want to tell you that declaring a holiday is a crucial and major decision. And as far as I am concerned, all major decisions are taken with reference to the trinity of consultation, compromise, and consensus. And I asked my wife, who's responsible for giving me that input, as to what the correct answer would be. All she said was, "You're a man who believes in tradition. And what did you do when you were in school?" So I have to journey back in time over half a century to refresh my mind. But that is not a difficult task, because in those days it was just one day that was given as a holiday. So when my wife said, "Turn to tradition," the tradition which you rely on, which you have been believing in all through your life, the answer was a simple one: it will be one day. Now the question arises, do I give you the next working day or the Friday? I believe that the next working day, which is Wednesday, the 5th of February, is a very crucial day in the life of the school, because the 175th anniversary service inaugurating our 175th anniversary celebrations is being held at Christ Church, Mutwal, the Galpalya, at 6 o'clock in the evening. And I believe that an Anglican school, a Christian school, should pay proper emphasis to such a day. So I have told the warden that let us have Wednesday the 5th of February as the holiday, so that you, the student body, you can participate fully in that service and get the 175th anniversary celebrations off to an auspicious start. So it is my great pleasure to declare that holiday, and you can have another holiday tomorrow, because tomorrow is Independence Day. So you'll have 2 days.
Thank you. Please rise for the school song and the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I please ask that you join me as we give 3 hearty cheers for our chief guest. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Ladies and gentlemen, I also ask that you join me as we give 3 hearty cheers for the school that we've all come to love. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, yeah, sure.